Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, I have a guest visitor today. Everyone, this is Sue. Sue is my mother-in-law. How long have we known each other now, Sue?
Gosh, 20 years?
Yeah.
Maybe 18 years. 18 years, I think so.
Yeah, I can just about tolerate her. I'm joking. We are very good friends and we always have been.
We are.
We're very lucky. So I've had a couple of requests on my channel for makeup for the more mature woman. I won't say how old you are, Sue, unless you want to share
Definitely
it.
mature. I'm 62. I don't mind sharing.
62 and looking beautiful. So I'm going to show you today quick makeup that will make the most of your features, and for Sue certainly it's about getting her skin glowing, a bit of colour in the face and then a bit of definition around the eyes.
Yes.
Okie dokie. So we did have a bit of a giggle earlier because Sue's sitting on my best side.
No, I'm on your best side.
You're on my best side.
Yes.
So I'm filming on not my best side, but it's fine. I'm not.
Because I wanted my best side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing we need to do is hydrate Sue's skin. So I'm going to use a bit of Bobbi Brown's lip balm. As you can see, this one is well loved, and just apply it to Sue's lips. So when it comes to lip colour a bit later on, Sue's lips will be nicely hydrated already. Then on Sue's face, to ensure we get a good glow, I'm going to use this, which is Bobbi Brown's Extra Repair Moisturising Balm. Now it's really quite rich, but that's great because it's that rich oil that's going to give Sue's skin a glow. It's the end of the day and it's been a long day, hasn't it?
It has rather.
Theirs been great, but slightly attention-seeking is the word.
Granny's been here.
Yeah. So as you can see, I'm just warming up the balm in between my fingers first. And then I'm simply going to press it into Sue's skin.
Nice smell.
Isn't it gorgeous? That's the geranium extract that you can smell there. But this balm is pumped full, soz about your fringe, of really wonderful oils and essential oils. So evening primrose oil, olive oil, geranium oil, jojoba, all these wonderful things that will really help nourish and hydrate your skin. So you're glowing already. And then of course under the eye, this is the Extra Repair eye cream. So a bit richer than the eye cream that I use, but again we just want to ensure that Sue's skin is as plump and hydrated as possible. And when the skin, certainly around the eyes, is plump, the fine lines appear far less. Great.
Of which
Lovely.
there are many.
I shush you. Okay, so to give us a little bit of extra luminosity, I'm going to use some of the Extra Luminous Moisturising Balm. I think I always say that wrong. Yeah, Illuminating Moisture Balm. And just one pump will do. I warm it up in between my fingers. Oh, I've just sent something flying. And again, we'll smooth that over. And the joy of this extra bit of balm is that this balm contains some beautiful pearlized pigments. But the pearls come in green, red and gold, which ensures you never get that ashy look on the skin. But it will just ensure, again, as you can see, that Sue's skin is glowing. Okay. So, I haven't shown you this before and I'm embarrassed that I'm showing you my first BBU palette and it's quite an old, well-loved one. But for makeup artists out there, you'll know about this palette. I have all of my corrector and concealer colours on this side and all of my foundation colours on this side. I daren't go to a job without one of these. If you're a makeup artist and you're on the pro scheme, you get your fab discount on this. They also retail at all the freestanding stores. So that's where you can get hold of one of these. So I'm just going to press a little bit of extra light bisque under Sue's eye. Now I've done Sue's makeup a couple of times, so I already know what colours we're going to use. But if you take a look, you can see that already the under eye is much brighter just with that little bit of corrector. And I'll do the same on the other eye. And then I'll press over the top a little bit of concealer. So in the concealer, let me try a little bit of sand. You're slightly warmer. What's the weather like in Kenya at the moment, Sue?
Lovely. Sort of 24, 25 in the evening. In the
oh,
evening.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's our height of summer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hottest time really at the moment.
Oh,
yeah. Waiting for the next rains.
When will they come?
Mid-March.
Okay.
Should do, if they come. Yeah, mid-March to May.
Okay, so just using the concealer just to press that in. How's it feeling?
Feels good.
Good, good. Now you don't often wear much makeup, do you, Sue?
I wear very little.
What would you normally wear?
Normally I would put moisturiser on, then I would put some blusher, then a little bit of powder and some mascara. And that's all I use ever.
Yeah. So we'll do a little bit more than that today,
Good.
But not too much. I don't want you feeling overdone.
Overdone.
So for base, I've decided to use a bit of... Is that going to focus? Come on. No? Okay, well this is the BB cream. I'm using the colour Light. And I'm using this because I don't want to suddenly put you in a foundation suit if you're not used to wearing it. But I think a bit of coverage just to tone down any high colour in the skin is a good idea. But also, what with you living in Africa and all, it's got an SPF of 35. So that's going to protect your skin. And let's blend that in. I wonder if I've chosen... Have a look in the mirror for me. No, that's all right. I wondered if it was a bit light. But I'm going to use some bronzer. So that will warm up your skin tone. So I'm using a full coverage brush just to buff it all into the skin. Saying that though, you can just use your fingers if you wish. We were joking because whilst we need to be close to each other on camera, what you can't see is we're pretty much sitting on top of each other, because if we sit normally we look like we're miles apart. Funny. So again, just buffing over the forehead. Sue, your friends are going to think this is great.
I know. My friends have been watching Hannah's videos.
Tips for everybody.
Tips for us older ones.
Okay. Lovely. So radiant, dewy looking skin.
Looking better already.
Look at you. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of foundation stick from the BBU palette through the centre of the face. Great. So when I did Sue's makeup for her son's wedding, just over a year ago, we did lashes and everything, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
And I must say,
I
you
got
looked brilliant.
I had so many good comments.
And you had a great outfit too.
I did.
Very
me.
Very you. Gorgeous. So before I do any powders, let's do a little bit of blusher. Now, I converted Sue to the powder pink Pot Rouge a couple of years ago, and you wear it all the time. And it looks great. So I'm going to start with a bit of that. So just with the full coverage brush, I'm just going to stipple that into the cheek on the apple, but then take it out towards the hairline. I've brought a slightly brighter colour too, just in case we need a bit more of a pop of colour. But actually, that looks lovely. I'm fluffing your hair.
You are?
Anyone who knows me knows I'm a hair fluffer. I simply can't help it. But actually,
I don't mind.
You look great with something slightly choppier. You're going to have to find a new hairdresser when you move back to England.
I have to. One I trust.
Yeah, it's not easy to find. I have to come and see Jack here in London. Jack is my hairdresser and he's brilliant. I'll pop a link to his Instagram page on the details below so you guys can check him out. Okay, so, you look lovely, you're so nice already. I don't want to take away too much of the glow we've created, so I'm going to use Bobbi's brand new Nude Finish Illuminating Powder. This featured in a video a couple of weeks ago, but it's just a wonderful setting powder that has a combination of different tones of powder and slight luminous pigment too, so you don't get that flat finish from powder. And I find a lot of women of your age, Sue, wear too much powder, and actually when there's too much powder, it makes the skin look a bit flat and dull. So you want to ensure that the makeup's set but not dull looking. Remember, this powder contains sodium hyaluronate, which binds moisture to the skin, so you don't get that dry, cakey look. It also has brightening properties, and it's the mulberry, white grape and scutellary that help brighten the skin, so it's a wonderful product. I'm going to sweep the angled face brush over the whole thing and then simply dust some of that powder through the face to set the makeup. I'm just sad I'm not taking you out anywhere this evening, Sue.
What is it, a takeaway this evening?
we were chatting earlier, and I've been playing with a detox this year, and it's gone really well. But I've had a couple of weeks off, and I shall be starting my detox again on Monday. So I thought, let's have a slightly cheeky supper. So fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Yes, brilliant. You can't get that in Northern Kenya.
You can't. No fish up there.
Okay. So just a good dusting, lovely, of that powder.
That's nice.
And I'm just going to warm up your skin tone slightly with some bronzer. Now this is the Golden Light bronzer by Bobbi Brown. Now Sue's got lovely warmth coming through her chest here. I'll just make sure it matches on her neck.
That's that Kenya sun.
Oh, you lucky thing. And under the chin. Yeah, Simon's going out to visit you, isn't he?
He is
May.
in May. Yeah.
I can't, sadly, but we'll go another time.
Definitely. Yeah.
And then just dust a bit of bronzer over the top of the cheeks. Just pat some into the chin. Lovely, just to add that little bit of warmth. And then let's take some over the forehead as well. Now, question, Sue. What do you call this?
Forehead. And you call it forehead.
I do! I'm learning that maybe I'm alone in this. I can't find many people who also call it a forehead.
Forehead. I don't know where that comes from.
You must let me know, viewers, what you think. Now, if you take a look how healthy Sue's looking, gorgeous. If you take a look at Sue's brows, they're not hugely defined, but also I know full well that Sue wouldn't feel comfortable with a suddenly very strong brow. In fact, you've said to me sometimes that you prefer my brows with less in. So I'm going to use the Perfectly Defined Long Wear Brow Pencil in grey. So it's a very soft colour, and I'm merely going to sweep a little bit through the tail of the brow just to add a little bit of extra definition, and just a touch through the head. But as I said, it would not be you, would it, Sue, to suddenly have a very manicured brow. So I'm simply adding a bit of colour just to define ever so slightly, but not to create any super intense shape. I have, though, just gained a qualification in brow services, so when you're home, maybe...
Can you do them for me?
Yeah, maybe I'll do a little brow wax, a little brow thread. That would be great.
I've never had them done.
Have you not?
No.
They could be slightly tidier. Okay. Unlike my poor mummy, who had plucked her eyebrows as a young woman, so had very few. She drew them on well, though. Okie dokie. So now the brows are done, I'm just going to highlight under the brow bone slightly. This is a fabulous full pan palette, and again one of my kit must-haves with lots of different base eyeshadow colours. So you've got white, ivory, bone, and another ivory. As you can see, my ivory is well loved. But for Sue, I'm going to use the white powder, so it's nice and bright. And I'm just going to set it under the brow, onto the brow bone, using an angled shadow brush. And I'm just pressing that colour in, because we want to make sure that Sue's brow bone is nice and bright. So the combination of having the eyebrows filled in a little bit and the brow bone nice and light, the idea is it helps give a slightly more lifted brow look. So when it comes to the eyes, the key is definition, so that's going to be eyeliner and mascara. So I'm just going to use a very soft shade on Sue's eyelid, and this is one of the Longwear cream shadow sticks, and it's called Golden Pink, so keeping the shadow tone itself on the lid really nice and light. So close for me, and I'll go straight from the stick onto the lid, and then I'll just buff it with my ring finger. But the joy is that these don't crease or smudge. So if you find that your skin on your eyelid is a little bit thinner these days and you find that your eyeshadow disappears, don't worry, this Longwear product won't kind of slip into the crease of the eye or into the folds. It will simply adhere to the skin where you've applied it and then stay there all day. And actually we know that eyeshadow creasing has nothing to do with age, actually, or the texture of skin. It can happen to all of us, no matter our age. So just look in the mirror for me, Sue. Pretty. So we just have a soft pink lid. Actually, I'm just going to pull it slightly higher so that when your eyes are open we can see some of that soft sheen coming through. I have to do this on my own eyes because I don't see much visible lid when I have my eyes open. So, yes, pretty. Now let's go in with a little bit of eyeliner. This is Bobbi Brown's Longwear Gel Eyeliner in Granite. I meet a lot of women who assume that at a certain age you can't wear eyeliner any longer, and if Bobbi were here she would tell you absolutely that's not the case. In fact, as we age, if we feel we're losing definition around the eye, we need to define them even more. And especially, so you wear glasses, don't you?
I do.
And your glasses have a slim black rim, I believe. So
we do.
Yes. So we want to make sure that with your glasses on, we can still see your eyes and specifically your lash line. Yeah. So I'm going to take some of this dark grey gel liner onto an ultra fine eyeliner brush, and I'm going to start by pushing it in between your eyelashes. So I hope we'll pick this up on camera, but if you tilt your chin back for me, Sue, and keep your eyes open but look down, I'm just going to hold your lid slightly, and I'm going to press the gel liner into this all the way along. And by making the root of the lashes as dark as possible, this will make your lashes look thicker and give you a little bit of definition immediately. So look into the lens for me. Great. Look at me. You're so pretty, Sue! Okay, so I'll do the same on the other side. Just turn slightly. So look down. So again, just lifting the lid and pushing the gel into the root of the lashes all the way along. Brilliant. You could just do that and mascara and you've defined the eyes a bit better. But let's marry that with some liner on the top lash line too. So just close for me. So I'm going to take the edge of my brush and simply push the gel into the root of the lashes all the way along. I'm not doing a perfect line by any means because I have my trusty smoky liner brush with me, so I will simply use that to give a slightly softer finish. I'm going right the way from one corner to the other. So take a look, that's a blunt line, but now with the smoky liner brush, I'm simply going to buff the edge of that liner for a slightly softer look. Saying that, if you prefer a slightly stronger liner look, you don't necessarily have to buff it. However, I think the buffed look does give a slightly softer finish. So again, on the other eye, I'm just going to use the side of my ultrafine liner brush and push the gel into the root of the lashes all the way along, from the inside corner right to the very outside corner. And then using the smoky liner brush, I'll just smudge that out for a soft, diffused finish. So when it comes to mascara, for Sue and her life in Kenya, I often get her the intensifying longwear mascara from Bobbi Brown because it will withstand the heat. But I'm going to use the Smoky Eye Mascara today because it's a formula I absolutely adore. Look down for me, and it's going to help Sue's lashes look thicker and longer. So just take a bit of time making sure you get coverage from the very root of the lashes right to the very tip. I sometimes find women don't spend quite long enough doing their mascara, so maybe don't get the definition they're looking for. So take a bit of time. I'll do a tiny bit more. So making sure I get from the very base of the lashes right to the tip, and I'll do the same on the other side. Look down for me. And I'm using black. Some people might say because Sue's hair is blonde that I should use a brown, but actually Bobbi's advice is that black will give by far the best definition, and the whole reason we use mascara is to frame the eyes and allow the lashes to be seen, so why not let's do it with a really good black so that the eyes are framed and that you can really see them twinkling. Beautiful. Now Sue, if you look up for me, I'll just do some on your lower lashes. Chin down slightly, that's it, look up. Excellent. I don't want to make you cry, so do blink. And I need to actually get a bit of mascara that's drifted up to your top lid.
I have such long lashes.
Well, you do. Long, gorgeous lashes. You can look down for me. You can just use your finger to buff that out. If there's any that's a bit stubborn, I'll remove it in a moment. Okay, look at me. Gorgeous. Do fix your fringe how you would normally do it, Sue. Yeah, it's very glamorous. Let's do some lip colour. I've pulled up a lip liner and a lipstick. I'm probably just going to use the art stick because the art stick you can use as liner and lippy in one. Now this is, just so you can see, the art stick in Dusty Pink. So to keep your lips as they are, Sue, I'm going to start by using the art stick just to line your lips. So you've got such a gorgeous, soft, sweeping Cupid's bow, you know. It's very pretty.
I have been told that.
Yeah, I bet you have. And then I shall just fill in your lower lip. Now the great thing with the art sticks is you can wear a lot, so it's really intense colour, or you can do more of a wash of colour. So whilst I've lined them quite well, I'm just going to wash the colour through. Now this is more lip colour than you would normally wear, Sue, so I shall use my ring finger just to take off some of the colour, so and it's a bit more of a stain then.
Do my hair?
Yes! And there we have it, an everyday, fresh, glowing makeup for the more mature woman. You look beautiful.
You always make me look beautiful.
Oh. If you have any questions about the video, please comment below. Obviously, if you liked it, please press the thumbs up button and give this video a like. And I shall see you all really soon. Bye.
Bye.
So I'll get in position.
Look.
Sit on
Too many legs.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So your default should be to smile.
I'll try.
So if in doubt, smile.
Just smile. Just remind me if I forget.
Okay. I will. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.